Hello, and happy weekend, everybody. Today we are going to be doing another PvP guide here with Agnes Tachyon. We haven't done Agnes Tachyon yet. We are going to do it on the normal mode. I haven't maxed out my showtime yet, but we are making progress on that as well. But for today, we're just going to take it easy. Agnes Tachyon, very easy Uma to train with a 20% increase to speed and a 10% increase to guts. She does have some debuff stats by default, which we could train her to be a debuffer, but we're going to race her as a medium distance racer and a pace chaser just for the sake of the video. It makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to be choosing some of my new veteran Umamusumes here. I have a Measure of Ryan that has some medium and long sparks, and I have a... where is she? There she is. I have a special week with some pace chaser sparks as well. Ideally, we can get one of those up to an S rank, but you never know. Maybe we don't. It's roll of the dice. We'll see what happens. For our support cards, I am going to be picking a classic 3 speed, 2 stamina, 1 support. I'm going to be using Rico. If you don't have Rico, you could always throw a Wit card in there to get some energy back during the Unity Cup. That is very, very helpful. Or you could even go for a long distance Agnes Tachyon, throw on a 3rd stamina support card, and really crank out those stamina trainings. All right, to get started, we are going to try to do all of our friendship training on speed and stamina if we can. But as you can see here, we got a little unlucky. No support cards on speed and stamina. Power is a good option as well. I would probably prioritize Wit over Power just because we aren't using any Wit cards, which are known to be very good in this Unity Cup because they give you back energy, and the Unity Cup uses a lot of energy. So if I can train my support cards on speed and stamina and get those levels up as quickly as possible, that's going to help us on the long term here. We do not need the guide. Thank you, Tazuna. And there we go. We got a Kitasan Black with a Unity Cup training and a support card training there. And we don't have any Wit cards, but we can still use Wit in order to get some of our energy back. We're going to be taking a few Wit trainings. We want to get that up to around a 400, 450 if we can. If we can't, you know, that's okay. It's going to be a little more RNG if you don't have high enough Wit to actually proc any of the skills that we're going to be purchasing. But regardless, do what you can. Stamina and speed are going to be the highest priorities here. Another good stamina training. Now our energy is getting low, so unless we get a really good Wit training here, we are going to take a rest. We rest more in the Unity Cup than we do in the URA Finals just because it does take more energy, and, you know, getting those bonus points in the training does make up for it in the long term. Ooh, mood down. That's going to be a little brutal there, but that's okay. We'll take the Rico training on Wit here. When we have high energy like this, there's no real need to go ahead and take a rest, and our Kitasan Black can help us get our mood up by some of her events, so we're going to kind of rely on that instead of going for a karaoke or an outing to get our mood up. And if we can get Rico training early on as well, then we also will be able to get the mood up naturally instead of having to waste turns on that. Now we got the double stack on speed with the Kitasan Black Unity Cup up. Awesome, and there's Rico with the mood up, so we're looking nice there. We can do... I'm going to do a stamina training here with Super Creek. She's going to be our most difficult card. Same thing every time we do one of these runs. She's always going to be our most difficult Uma to train. 20%. Excellent. We pulled it off. We had some really bad luck on stream yesterday, so happy that we're finally nailing the 20% because we failed a 10% and we failed, I think it was a 4%, but we're okay with that. Good girl. Way to get that first place. We do not want to have to repeat the maiden races. Excellent. Now running in the junior debut, 16 turns. And 11 turns. We do need to get 614 fans, but that's okay. It's not too much. Very low energy. Take a rest. We got lucky with the 70 here. And once this dialogue's over, we are going to pick any stat increases if we don't have an energy option. We want to avoid debuffs as much as possible. This is actually going to be a really good time to do a Wit training. We can get Kitasan maxed on her Unity, and then also train 3 of our support cards, including Super Creek. And if you have a Super Creek and that she's not an MLB Super Creek, then you probably know just as well as I do that she is a pain to get up to her rainbow training. So if we get good stacks with her, we can get lucky early on. We also got the Rico training early too, which is really, really nice. Now we're up to great mood. Guts went up here, and we're back to cranking these out as quickly as possible. This is going to be a good wit training. It is going to pop one of our bubbles. We usually like to do that on speed and stamina, but it's still early game, so we're going to have a ton of those to come. Excellent. We get the double up here with Super Creek training. And plus 10 wit event there. Triple Unity Cup training. We're going to go for that. Get the extra points stacked on there. It's really just finding a good balance between your Unity training, but also making sure that your support cards aren't falling too far behind, because by medium to late career, you really do not want to be, still trying to get your super trainings going, your friendships maxed out, because then you're not going to be really making the most of those stamina trainings or those speed trainings, because we're going to try to max speed. And if we can get above 800 in stamina, we're going to be very, very happy. I've seen people with max speed, 1100 stamina, and 1100 power. It's actually crazy, but it's also really cool. So if you can pull those off and you have really good legacy characters to give you those inspiration bonuses, take advantage of those. Ooh, we failed that, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go down to normal mood. Ooh, awful mood, but this is going to be a good time to do a Rico training. Looks like we got the double mood down. We'll throw this into power. And time for Rico to give us some mood here and a little bit of energy too. Excellent. So we are back up to bad mood. And we're going to do this training just because it's really good, even though we're not going to be maxing our stats from it because of our mood. But this is going to be one of the few times we actually are going to do a recreation. And hopefully we can pull off a career or a karaoke. Let's see, how is our stack? Pretty decent. I'd say the odds are, 70-30 in our favor. We'll see how this pulls off. I want at least 3 circles. If we can get 3 double circles, we're going to be even happier. That's a win. 3 draws, but 2 wins is still a win. So first Unity Cup, success. Wasn't a sweep, but still better than nothing. And then we got our Dirt Runner here. Agnes Digital and Haru Urura are going to be our focus for our Dirt Runners. Let's take the energy. And do we get a mood up here? We do. Excellent. So back up to normal. We're going to go ahead and take this bubble pop here, because it's going to be 2 of our stamina cards, or our only stamina cards. And we got 3 turns for 614 fans. I'm not too worried about the 614 fans. We should really be able to pull that off with any type of race that we do, as long as we don't have negative attributes in it. And we're up to great mood, so let's go ahead and do our race. No, we're not, because we don't have a good aptitude for it. So we'll do the haunching turf the next turn. And we can get one more training in here. We'll throw it into wit. Help out our Super Creek, who is now in the rainbow training range. Forgot what I was going to say there for a second. And we are going to move ourselves back to a pace chaser, just because we have the better aptitude in it. And second place, good enough for me. We're going to get those 1,300 fans. We only needed 600, so still a solid win there. Let's just take the 20. Don't want to risk the 30 this early on. And plus 5s. Yayoi Show, again, shouldn't really be too difficult for us. We'll leave ourselves as a pace chaser. Crank it out, and there we go. Another first place with Agnes Tachyon. Like I said before, she's a relatively easy Uma to train, so I don't think anybody's going to have all that difficulty getting her up to an A rank, which we did do an A rank guide for her earlier, a couple of months ago, now that I think about it. I can't believe the channel's been around for that long. But the training Umas for PvP is a entirely different story. Getting those stats comparable to some of the other stats out there that you see can be very, very tedious and difficult, because some people just have really, really good builds. But if we can get a solid foundation, RNG, pairings, matchups for the races could be in our favor. We actually got S rank long, so we could potentially use her as a decent long racer. I know we have a lot of long sparks, but we don't have a ton of medium. One thing that we're missing a lot of are medium and dirt sparks. So getting any of those is always going to be really awesome. And hopefully we can build up a better legacy deck here pretty soon. But I'm not farming all that much, you know, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm happy with doing a couple of ROs here and there. And I'll throw that into Guts, Gitsu and Suzuka. Our Aishin Flash is lagging behind quite a bit, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead, do a rest here. Let's see if we get a 70. Yes, we did. Excellent. That makes it worth it. Japanese Derby. I don't believe we got Swinging Maestro. We did not. Okay, so we got Race Planner. I think we're going to be fine because we got 424 stamina. Yeah, 424 stamina. Should be enough for this race, the Japanese Derby. Anything longer, and we would definitely want to tack on some Tachyon. We would want to Tachyon some of those energy recovery skills prior to the race, like before the Kikuka show, we will. But luckily, we don't have to do the Tenno Show Spring in this career, so nothing too horrible. But if you are training her as a long racer, you'd probably be aiming for those high stats and stamina regardless. All right, time to get Aishin Flash up, and we'll trade Haru, one of our dirt racers as well. What else do we got here? All right, that's a good one. We got the triple speed stack. That's going to be, what, a 54? Awesome. That's why we want those rainbows. Well, if we can get those up quickly, we'll be getting some really good stacks late game. Another Unity Cup open. We popped a few bubbles, so we should be okay. We got 2 X's. I don't want to risk it, so we're going to take the second option here. And we should be pretty good here. Excellent. Complete wipe. Looking good. And moving on. Now we got 12 turns before the next Unity Cup and 7 before the Kikuka show, which is plenty for us. Let's go ahead. We're going to throw some wit trainings in if we don't have like a really good stack. So that's going to get 2 Unity trainings up, which is awesome. And that's a really good stamina training. Double rainbow on the stamina training. Super Creek just gives so much by herself, so getting a double stack is even better. 34. Let's go King Halo here. And then we're going to choose the top option to throw some of our stats into power. Excellent. We're still looking a little low on our energy. Let's risk it. 33. Excellent. We were successful. 33. Our luck's turning out. And remember, if you're training for PvP, it might be worth it to take a few risks. If you have, you know, only 3 legacy borrows a day, you might as well get the most out of them, in my opinion. So, you know, you might lose the 33. It might be a little on edge to take those chances, but when you succeed, it's awesome and totally worth it, and it can make or break a character. You know, if you get the debuffs, that sucks, especially if you drop down to awful or get some really negative debuff. But if you don't, and you pull it off, then you got an amazing stat boost and potentially trained up some Unity levels as well. All right, we're going to throw this into speed because our speed's actually a little low right now. But for the Kikuka show, we should be okay. We're going to go, let's see here. We're going to get Race Planner since we are running her as a pace chaser. And we don't need Soft Step. We might buy that if we have some extra points at the end, but Race Planner should be more than enough for us right now. And there you go, another first place with Agnes Tachyon in the Kikuka show. Take all the fans, take all the extra stats here. All of this, it doesn't seem like a lot with the bonus 3, but it all adds up so much by the end of your career. Now, 9 turns to the Osaka High, but we only got 2 turns before the Unity Cup here. Excellent, more +3s. Energy's a little low, time to go for another Rico training, and we'll choose the Honey Milk option for 26 energy. And let's see, will we get a good wit? That's what we're looking for. When we're below half energy, I want to do a wit training if I can. If it's a good one, we'll do a wit training. If not, I'll probably choose something along the lines of either another Rico training, or if we got a really good speed stack, I'll go that route as well. And a double speed stack, definitely taking that. Ooh, mood down, that sucks, but that's okay. No rainbow training. Time for another Rico. Let's get that mood up if we can and get some of that energy back. We should be over half energy here. Excellent. Third Unity Cup. And how are we stacking up so far? We're looking pretty good for rank 15. And will we get a wipe is the real question. We did. Absolute wipe. Love to see those. Those are the best. Good job, Haru. I actually can't remember how you performed, but I'm just going to assume you did okay. Now we are going to get some energy back here. About 30 by taking it easy. And I always like to do a speed training after taking it easy. We got a really good speed stack there, but because we go straight into the raffle, which can give you a bit of energy back, usually does. You can still get tissues. We'll see. We got a carrot. See, you get some energy back. So it's good to do the one training that's going to take up the most energy after that event. And we got a single. Let's do a wit training here. Get our smart falcon up. And another good speed training we got. Yeah, let's do another good speed training here. We're in senior year, so we want to start doing lots and lots of speed training. Get some energy back. This time we're going to throw it over into stamina. Again, we're senior year. We're going to start cranking out these stamina, these speeds. And if we can get some good Unity trainings in, we'll take them. But it's all going to depend on how they line up. So let's see how that goes. We got another rank up for Akita Black, who's going to be doing pretty well in her raises since we've done so many trainings with her. And then that's good wit, because we can get Haru up. I don't know who that is, but doesn't hurt to get more Unity bubble pops. Excellent, some extra energy. And we are headed into the Osaka High. So far, we're looking pretty good. We don't have Professor of Curvature just yet, so we're going to hold off on purchasing any skills as of right now. And another first place from Agnes Tachyon, heck yes. Plus 3s and 56 skill points. We're saving those skill points. And we got 5 turns before the second to last Unity Cup and until the Takarazuka Kinen. Will we get a really good legacy here? Ooh, yes, we S Pace Chaser. All right, looking good. I would have preferred to get S Pace and S Turf, but I don't think I actually assigned any Turf Spark. So, ooh, squared to the 5th. 45. Yep, that's a double stack. No bubble pop, but we're getting there. We just need one good, solid, lucky run here. Let's do our very last Rico training. This will get us about 70% energy here. Yep. And then we'll throw this into speed once again. Ooh, nothing fantastic. Let's go wit for digital. Come on, give us those bubble pops on speed or stamina. And we'll take some energy here from Diamond. 43, that's good. Double stack, love to see it. Come on, fingers still crossed for a good stack. Ooh, but we'll take it, because there's a ton of Unity characters going up here. And we'll head on into our Takarazuka and our Unity back-to-back here. We should be pretty solid. Our stats are looking good. We got S-Pace and S-Long. And we are moving on to the Unity Cup. Started now. We've done a ton of bubble pops. We still have a few more that could go, but I think we should be solid. Yep, looking very good. Against Mijiro McQueen here. But we got this. It's going to be a wipe. Yep. Very, very good run so far. We do need a bit of energy back. We've already capped off Rico, so I am going to be doing a standard rest. With any luck, we'll get a... Oh, it's speed training. I forgot about that. Okay, so we're going to get the 50. That's good. All right, so we got 32. Yeah, we got to do it. We really need those speed points up. Plus, we'll get a good sprinter out of Bakashin here. Bubble Pop on. Okay, 39 stamina. We'll take it. Double stack. And we can get Lipstick up here a bit. Ooh, of course, we'd get a really good one here. Yes, success on a 47. That's what we love to see. But we do need a rest. With any luck, we'll get a 70 here. Again, we're doing PvP, so we're taking risks. Taking lots of risks here. But we got lucky with it. And we're up to speed level 5. So we get a 70? 50. Okay, fine. I can't get too greedy. We'll do that again. And then we'll probably do another rest. 32 is really good. But I would love a 70 here, if you don't mind, Tachyon. Yeah, there we go. There we go. An Autumn Tenno show. We should be fine, but we are going to go ahead and buy Professor of Curvature. Excellent. And this should be just a complete destruction as well. Yes, buy 4 lengths over Top Gun. That's what we like to see. So far, so good. 3 turns to the Unity Cup, and then we are headed into the URA Final. Come on, give us some good speed stacks here. What do you got for us? 32, we'll take it. None of our bubbles are popping on speed or stamina. What the heck? That's what we've been aiming for. We're getting a little unlucky there, but that's okay. Ooh, excellent. Got that 20 from Smart Falcon. Thank you, Smart Falcon. All right, there's a 48. Thank you. Aishin Flash. And then we just need to finish maxing that out. We're going to get a lot of stats there naturally, but we're aiming for around 800 in stamina. We're going to be pretty close. Might be a little short, but overall, not a bad run at all. It's on. We might actually buy that one. That's a good skill to have. We're up to level 6 here. Awesome. All right. Rima Keenan, again, should be an easy one. We are going to have a little more contest in the final Unity Cup. Excellent. Give us those 3s. And a Rima Keenan complete. All goals achieved. Headed on to the Unity Cup. Now, we're going to get a lot of our stamina points here. If we can win this. We're looking all right, but it is, again, there's a little RNG coming into play. So let's see how it goes. Give us the win. Dang, we didn't get the win. That's okay. We still got 37 skill points. Very, very unlucky there. Could have gone either way. We got to take it. Oh, no. It was a 64. And we got hit with the debuff. Well, what are you going to do? I was pushing my luck that round anyway, so whatever. It's okay. That's so funny. That's actually so funny. Yeah, that's a good one. 9%. We'll get break 1100 in speed here. We'll be pretty close to where we were aiming for our stamina mark as well. And headed into the semifinals, we should be okay. Awesome. Now, we do have a really low mood going into the finals here. Let's see. We don't have anything spectacular, so I am going to purchase some skills. We're going to take a look here. I'm going to want standard distance. I'm going to want corner recovery. I'm going to want it's on, but we don't have the points for that yet. So let's get home stretch haste. All of those should help us out. And we don't have anything good here. So let's see if we can get karaoke. No karaoke, but we did get the shrine visit. So we're up to normal. And it may take 1 or 2 to win this one. Excellent. We got it on the first. Oh, wait. No, that's right. We didn't win the Unity Cup, so it wasn't going to be that difficult. No worries whatsoever. I still like to buy those skills before the URA final, just to be safe. It's always awful to lose out on the final. And there's going to be 25 stamina and guts, 37 skill points. Tachyon's going to hit us with a +5. And there we are. So let's go ahead. We got S long and S pace. I don't think we have enough to actually get its on. So let's get some... do we have any pace here? Pace Chaser Straight Descent. Pace Chaser Tactical Tweak. We got 96 points to go. So let's take a look at the greens. And let's get Firm Conditions. A lot of the races we do are Firm Conditions. So that adds up well. So these are our final stats. We are a little low in certain areas, but that's because of our couple bad choices we made there. We got a little too risky with it. You know, we pressed our luck just a tad bit, but it would have been, you know, do this run 2 or 3 times and it would be fairly easy to max speed, get an A, maybe even an A+ in stamina. And if you have better power sparks, that could potentially even get up to an A as well. So anyways, that is going to be my Agnes Tachyon. I almost said A rank guide. It's going to be my PvP guide. We're going to actually use her in some upcoming champions meets. I'll let you know about those when they come around. But here's one final look at the stats. Make sure to leave a like on the video to support the channel and subscribe if you can. And leave any comments in the comment sections if you have any questions or just comments. And I'll make sure to answer them all. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll catch you later.